Yeah, I like it. Okay, what makes this guy such a good player? I know he's all about business, coach, but kind of take me through what he's all about.
Well, I honestly I think it comes down to one thing, but before you get to the one thing, he loves football. He does everything right off the field. Okay, he's accountable, he's disciplined, he's tough-minded. He loves the game, he studies the game. Okay, but it comes down to one thing. He plays harder than anybody else. He plays harder than his opponent. He plays harder than the guy trying to block him, and he just plays with relentless effort to the ball. You saw it all over the tape in junior college. Didn't matter first quarter, didn't matter fourth quarter, didn't matter if they were losing, winning. I'd look at the scoreboard, had nothing to do with how hard he played. You saw it in spring ball. Like I'll never forget. Like the shoot, how many practices did we have? Four. Okay, I mean it was the second or third day of practice, and Keith pointed out, Coach Patterson pointed out, look, he's taken 2 steps forward out of his stance, and then he's going 2 steps backwards, and he's ending up in the same spot. I'm not saying this to embarrass you, and then he's still making the play. And he said as soon as we can get his footwork right, he's going to make almost every play, and he's got his footwork right now. And so I just think the thing that makes him is he plays with relentless effort.
Where'd you learn that? Like, where did you have you always been that way?
Yeah, I would say that I always had to work hard. Like, if you ain't work hard, then you wasn't gonna make it nowhere.
So and Keith Patterson said something to John Harrison out today, and he said it's always fourth and inches with that guy. That's what he talked about. He's like, it's always fourth and inches. You try to play every play like you're going to get cut from the team if you don't make the play. Is that the right mindset that you think you have?
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly right.
It's kind of the way he was raised. I mean,
Okay.
family really, really supportive, but Krishan's never been handed anything. Went the hard way, went through JUCO, never was handed anything at Garden. Worked for everything he got. I remember going into recruiting him. I remember sitting in the staff room in the back right. I mean, I remember like it was yesterday. He was all business. I mean, it was about, okay, this is what we're offering. This is the scholarship. This is Texas Tech. This is Lubbock. And this was, okay, I want to know about ball. How am I going to get coached? And it was, I mean, it was awesome recruiting him because it was all business. I mean, he would laugh a little bit and you'd make him, he was just so serious, Chris. But the kind of what you see is what you get. And the thing I respect about him is nothing's ever been handed to him. Everything is earned. Nothing's given.
Does it bother you when you see people around you not giving their all?
Yeah, I say it really do, cause like I ain't never been handed nothing, so it's like when you got all this in front of you and you not gonna use that, it's like what you doing?
It offends you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let's talk. You're from St. Louis originally, yes.
Mhm.
Okay, barbecue. What's your favorite St. Louis barbecue?
I would say,
The ribs or what is it?
uh, yeah, I like the rib tips.
Okay, rib tips. Okay, St. Louis.
Yeah.
So next time I'm up in St. Louis land, we'll make sure we try that out. Thanksgiving. Okay, what's your go-to from a Thanksgiving meal standpoint? Do you have something you grew up liking this is Thanksgiving to you? Kind of take me through that from your standpoint.
I like the sweet potato. I think that's my favorite dish.
Okay, sweet potatoes. Okay, with marshmallows on top and the whole thing, or no, or don't.
Sometime marshmallows, sometime no.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
all about business. No marshmallow. That's right. Okay, going on the road this weekend, playing Oklahoma State, Chuba Hubbard, Spencer Sanders, another running quarterback. Kind of take me through the challenges that poses for you as a linebacker, dealing with a really good running back and a really good running quarterback again, which seems like you guys have seen one of those every single week of the season.
I would say I'm up for the challenge, and my team is too. We ready to play. First thing we gotta do is stop the run, eliminate explosive plays.
The keys to the game right there. 11 a.m. kick. Does that bother you to have to get up and play so early, or do you like that? I mean, that's different. We haven't had one of those yet this season.
Me personally, I like early morning games.
Get to business early.
Exactly.
Yeah, pad that tackle total early in the day, and then get home and eat some sweet potatoes. Right.
Yeah, I'm more of a morning person, you know.
I love it. Okay, what did you? Okay, before I let you go, what did you think about Jonathan's game the other day? Garibay, having the game-winning kick, hadn't kicked at all prior. Are you from a teammate standpoint? Is that fun for you guys to watch?
Most definitely. I was excited for him.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Well, that is Krishan Merriweather. He is all about business. It's fourth and inches with him all the time. Sweet potatoes, rib tips, and good tackler. You go low, you lower the strike zone, and you just drive through and finish. Did I sum it all up?
Yes, sir.
There we go. There we go. All right, Krishan Merriweather, and he's going to have, I don't know, 150 tackles by the end of the season, too. There's just 2 more games left. So we'll come back and talk to Jonathan Garibay when we return. Nice job, Krishan. Red Raider Football with Matt Wells, presented by Rudy's Barbecue, will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. here on the campus of Texas Tech University at the United Supermarket Arena. Make sure you go see those folks over at Rudy's and make a football move over to Rudy's.com to place your curbside pickup or delivery order. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, Rudy's signature sauce, and delicious sides from your home. Now pleased to be joined now by let's see, reigning Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Week. Well, it was a week ago. I don't know if you're still technically reigning, but you are in my book. Jonathan Garibay, you had, man, that's an all-timer there, that game. We want to duplicate it going forward, but that's got to be fun. Not many guys get asked to punt and kick in the same game, and yet you did so and did them both really, really well. I mean, take me through it.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. It was great. I was told I was going to punt probably the night before the game, and I think it was actually Thursday.
Okay.
And I was like, dang. And as soon as I got home, I did some punt drop drills. I was like, I got to do this for like an hour and get this thing right. But I mean, it worked out great.
People don't realize that, again, you're called specialists, but it's not just as easy as lining up, kicking a field goal that somebody's holding for you, and catching a snap, dropping it, punting. I mean, there's a lot of technique and repetition that comes with that, and luckily you kind of remembered some muscle memory there from being able to punt before, huh?
Yeah. I did it at my JUCO, so
Okay.
I kind of was able. I actually looked at some of my film from from junior college. I'm like, all right, I gotta replicate this as much as I can. So it worked out.
What are you thinking whenever it's 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock and it's a 25-yarder to win the game, and it's going to decide it one way or the other? What's going through your head? Are you thinking about anything, or just like, hey man, snap it, let's go, let me kick it, let's move on?
I honestly was just ready. I was I'm mentally prepared for. I mean, I think every kicker, dreams of having this moment, of kicking a game winner, and for me, I've just kind of envisioned it, so many times where it's like, it's right here, just do it.
And it goes through the uprights every time. What was the win like that day for you? You Coach Wells and I were talking about this earlier. It's almost like you didn't even really worry about it or focus on it. You just kind of did your thing, and the way you kicked it, I mean, it didn't, especially the longer ones, the 46-yarder, 48-yarder, didn't look like the wind affects them at all.
No, yeah, coming to West Texas, the wind here, it's crazy, and I think you do it so many times at practice, you kind of stop thinking about it. So, coming down to the stadium, it's just no day of practice, just get it done.
And it's because you averaged about 50 yards a punt, and you're kicking these field goals and everything. And at some point in the middle of the game, I think you walked by me and somebody said, "Man, have a day," and you said, "I'm just playing football, man." Is that kind of your mindset? Like, this is fun. This is just nothing to stress over.
Yeah, no, it's you're always it's football, it's for me, I think it's fun, kind of like the old days when you're playing out there backyard football, just having fun, and I think we're having fun, and we kind of stop overthinking. It's when things go well.
You overthink. Coach, take me through his day from your standpoint, but also like his family part of this, and how y'all surprised him, and just kind of the background there of how all that worked.
Yeah, just really cool story, and for his mom and siblings, family members, to get to come watch him kick for the first time in college here at Tech since junior college. I think just adds to it, and that's kind of the behind the scenes that nobody really knew until the game was over. But to see him, the reaction that he saw him on Friday night, and then pull himself together and go out and do a job. And his teammates needed him, and they were counting on him, and he needed them. And he came through in a big way. And the guys around him came through. So it's a nice job by everybody. And just, I think the family aspect of it will be something, that he remembers forever. It's a lifetime memory, but, we got another memory. He's going to have another game winner coming up, and he's going to have a must-win punt to get the ball off. Something's coming up, and it's kind of on to the next step for all of us.
How many people did you hear from after that day?
Oh, too many.
Like,
too many.
People you hadn't
too
heard from
many.
in a long
yeah,
time?
no kidding. So can we move on?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding you, man.
Your junior college coach, I think, did an interview and said that this is he wasn't surprised by your performance. Now is it onward and upward here? Like what can you go do with this?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
just the start of it?
yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Let's just keep moving forward.
How who did you learn from a kicking standpoint? Like who did you model yourself after? Is there oh you're laughing. Like who was kind of your go-to from the way you wanted to handle yourself from a kicking standpoint, whether
So
it be punter or kicker?
the crazy thing is that when I was in high school, that's when I started kicking.
Okay.
I was a big soccer guy.
Okay.
Would never really watch football until I got to high school because a lot of my friends were, hey, we're gonna try out for the football team, and I was like, okay, I've never watched it or anything. I'll go. And I remember the kicking tryouts. The coach calls everybody over. He's like, who can kick? And I'm like, it's like soccer, let me try this. So I kicked the ball, and the coach was, all right, we found a kicker. And he looks at me in the eye. He's like, all right, you're going to be the kicker for the next 4 years. So I think who I modeled myself after, I kind of want to grab different things from different players. I think the first kicker I really looked at was like Janikowski because, he had a big leg and everything. He could kick 60 yards like nothing, But in college, I think I looked at like Rigoberto Wild.
Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the best kickers in college history. Super consistent and everything. So, I think that's kind of who I looked at. And the funny thing is that I didn't really learn to kick. I didn't go to no kicking camp till I was like a junior in high school. And when I first started kicking it, I just took 2 steps and kicked the ball. And when I went to a kicking camp, they're like, you actually got to take like 3 back, 2 to the left. And I'm like, all right.
Nope. Yeah.
So yeah, I just did the best I could.
So it seems like you simplify. Like it's just the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid, or whatever
Yeah.
everybody says. Yeah, you don't need all this stuff. Just like see ball, kick ball.
Yeah,
right?
my coach would tell me, he's like, 1-2 pop. Just 1-2 pop. That's all you got to do. That's it. So.
Did you okay? Tell me favorite soccer player then. Do you still follow that?
Yeah, so I think I like kind of the old school soccer players.
Okay.
I mean, I know Cristiano Ronaldo is a big soccer.
Messi. And
Yeah,
all those
Messi and
guys,
all
yeah.
them. But for me, it was kind of more of like Ronaldinho,
Okay.
Roberto Carlos, like
It's a
all those.
football radio show level.
We're trying to tap. This is we're a human feature, and we're trying to
He's a
get.
kicker.
Yeah,
level.
I know. But
not
he
a
learned how to kick from
forward
being a
or a
soccer player.
Goalie or the heck's the other positions.
You got the defender, and you got a wing, and you got all these kinds of stuff. How did you enjoy your teammates' excitement? That's what I thought after you made the kick. That's what I thought it was a kind of a statement to coaches, the culture of the program, the excitement of the result, and that everybody ran on the field, and it's a big deal. I mean, that probably had to give you more joy or as much joy as anything.
Yeah, it was such a great moment, but it's a team thing, I mean, it's snap hole kick, it's the lineman blocking for you. It wasn't just me. Everybody did their part. My high school coach used to say, do your 1/11th. There's 11 people in the field. Just do your part. So I feel like when I saw that ball go through, and then I turn back and I just see everybody rushing the field, it was just amazing.
Now, have you seen what they do at Oklahoma State? They're not allowed to do it anymore, but you need to go. Yeah, we need to get Jonathan caught up on some of that shenanigans that hopefully you won't have to deal with. But you ready to go kick on the road now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the big video board right behind one of the goalposts.
I've heard.
So yeah. Oh, you have heard.
Yeah, I
See,
have
yeah. They're not photoshopped. They're real images of some of the shenanigans, but I don't think they're allowed to do that anymore. So we'll catch you up on that. But Jonathan, congratulations, man! Seriously, great story. I thought is just awesome. You maxed out on that day, but more to come, onward and upward, like Coach said. So
Yes,
man,
sir.
appreciate you being here
Yep.
with us
Thank you.
today. We'll come back and visit with Coach Wells about that Oklahoma State game coming up Saturday morning at 11 a.m. from Boone Pickens Stadium. Red Raider football with Matt Wells, presented by Rudy's Barbecue. We'll continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. here at the virtual Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Just here for a few more minutes. We'll talk to Coach about that Oklahoma State game coming up in a second. When it comes to irrigation and house wells, trust the only product designed by and built for West Texas for 67 years. Ask for Simmons Pump and Supply or visit SimmonsPump.com today. And great barbecue starts with the wood, and Rudy's uses 100% oak to smoke their meats. Stop by Rudy's.com and place your curbside pickup or delivery order for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Coach, Oklahoma State, obviously, fared well against them last year. Very good program, having a great season. Take me through kind of the challenges that Okie State provides for you guys this weekend.
Yeah, I think you said it right. Very, very consistent program over many years. Kind of stood the test of time, and they've got a really good team again this year. And probably one of their better defensive teams they've had in a long time. They're at the top of almost every category in the Big 12, or near the top.
Really old.
They are old.
Yeah.
They're old, and they play a lot of man coverage. And very active D-line. I think the linebackers are really good players, especially the rush guys. They got a corner that's going to play in the NFL, and they're very talented. Then then we all know about who they have on offense: Chuba, Spencer Sanders, Tylan Wallace, elite wideout out on the perimeter, number 2. Jelani Woods is a huge target at tight end, and so they present those challenges. And for our defense, we've got to be able to contain Chuba and stop the run. You try to make them one-dimensional. We try to do that most weeks, but this week it's even of importance because you've got a quarterback that if he gets out of the pocket, he's going to look to run too, and he's very talented. We knew that. And, we've played against him once, and so I think that'll help a lot of the guys that have played against him before, and you kind of understand that. But till you get in the game and you get back to that game speed, we're going to need to corral number 3.
Early kick, what does that do to your routine Saturday morning?
I love it too. I'm kind of like Krishan. Let's get up and get going. We played them last year at 11 o'clock, and the only thing is, we'll be, you drive in from Oklahoma City, but our guys, they'll get up early and we'll be ready. We'll have a quick walkthrough and breakfast and get on the bus, and here we go play.
And Mike Gundy's a guy you've known for a long time too.
I have.
Yeah. He's been there, 16, 18 years, it seems like. I think.
Maybe longer than
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, and as a player, too.
Right.
But model of consistency. And so it'll be a tough challenge for you guys, but you guys, I know you're ready to play. But appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. And we'll be back here next Wednesday night. Okay, when we do the show before that game versus Kansas. So
sounds good.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, Coach.
Same to you and your family.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. And we will do this again next Wednesday, so we'll talk to you Saturday. Studio board op has been Tabor Mays, our producer and on-site engineer, Mr. Steve Pitts. This is Chris Level for head coach Matt Wells, reminding you to join us for the Red Raider Tailgate Show Saturday, November the 28th at 10 a.m. Red Raiders and Oklahoma State Cowboys from Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.